I love the English countryside. I always say that there's no place like England in the sunshine, and it's absolutely true. You know, I've done a fair bit of travelling, and when the sun's shining here, it's just the most picturesque place in the world. I love the countryside and I love the way it is, and I want to keep it that way, and through what I'm doing I will be promoting that and taking care of the countryside. A farm boy through and through, and I want to dedicate my life to making sure that my children have what I've had, and that's why I do what I do.
It's been a dream of mine for about a year now to start my own organic fast food business up. I'm going to start with the smaller events, see how it goes, build up, learn, get a feel for it. The plans with the fast food stand, the healthy alternative, is it's going to be called Meeting Point. The name itself, it's actually M-E-A-T-I-N-G, if you know what I mean, and the E-A-T bit is emphasised in green. So, you know, there's a lot of play on the old word there going on. But yeah, it's all good. I've got my first event booked for the 18th and 19th of June, and it's going to be a real challenge, but you know, I'm going to enjoy it. You don't get a lot of joy from doing something that's easy. You know, the satisfaction will be fantastic if it goes well, and you've got to start small, you've got to build it up. I've always tried to jump in head first, you know, right into the deep end and try and go for the top, but it's not realistic. It makes me frustrated sometimes that we do actually have to live in a world where all these atrocities and disgusting ways in which animals are treated and reared are allowed to continue. So, you know, as a family, we're all trying to promote what we believe in, and that's this way of farming. It's, in my opinion, organic is the only way forward. It's the only thing in which has a future. Organic is not a new thing. Many people may think that organic is a new thing, you know, and the celebrity chefs are promoting it and such like, but it's not. Organic farming has been around since the beginning of time. It's just farming the way nature intended, you know, and a lot of people have forgotten that. Now, everything you see before you, I have my father to thank for. Basically, when he was 21, he started with nothing apart from his Land Rover that he was driving, and he bought a trailer and he worked all the hours God sent until he had enough money to buy a lorry. Now, with the lorry, his business picked up so much and he did so much work that he ended up having enough money to buy his first farm, which was where I was actually born, in a mobile home. So that makes me trailer trash, but I'm not ashamed of that. When you're at the bottom, I always have one saying, and that's, there's only one way to go, and that's up. So here we are, this beautiful farm, and it's all part of the natural progression towards our goal, really, as a family, as a farming family. The pigs we have here on the farm, they have a very good quality of life. They're fed a totally natural diet, they've got freedom to roam around, and they're happy. You can see that yourself. We're in the 21st century now. Why do we still have to farm in this mannerism that is degrading and disrespectful to animals? I just don't understand it, and that is why I'm so passionate about organics and what it means for animal welfare, for the health of the environment, and for our own health in general. Now, the Herefords we have here are a very closed herd, and they've been a closed herd from Tudor times. By closed herd, I mean one that has had no blood introduced from other herds. It's been kept unique and closed for many, many years. The only time we bring blood into the herd is when we need a new bull. Of course, so, you know, the cattle aren't, you know, making love to each other and having funny looking children. The majority of our customers, if you ask them, they will tell you the reason they go for our beef is because of the way in which it's reared.
And we wanted to try this stuff, and it looks great. It looks much better than buying in the shop, so that was why we came here, you know. We actually heard about it through my sister, and she mentioned this place, and then the signs, we saw signs to come up here, and she said it was real nice, you know, in this area to take a ride anyway, so we just took a ride up here, and it's beautiful. I love it here.
I'm actually from America, and I have done some organic shopping and been a member of an organic co-op there. So I like the idea of organic food and no pesticides and no fertilizers, and just making sure that everything is returned to the land and everything is used. It's cool. I like it.
We went down to the supermarket today. Not my favourite kind of thing. Don't support the supermarkets, but have to go there, unfortunately. The reason I went to the supermarket was because I wanted to make a point. Now, my point is that you see these sausages, 8 sausages, 49p. And as you can see here, the skin is not made out of pig intestine. It is actually plastic, and we're ingesting this. Now, if you look at the meat, it can mean anything. It can mean bone, it can mean skin, it can mean trotters, ears, intestines, anything from the pig, anything whatsoever. These sheep are actually Dorset Downs, is entirely the same breed as Hugh Fernley-Whittingstall farmed in the River Cottage. They're a wonderful, quiet, very, very ancient breed, and they're absolutely suited to this ground. All the sheep are pregnant at the moment. Now that's due to the ram, which did escape into the field a few weeks before he was supposed to. Now, we're very lucky with this breed because they're very good at lambing outdoors, and it really does take the heat off us because, you know, they like to get on with it. It's nature. They like to do it on their own, and if they don't have problems, they can. But that's why we like these older breeds, because they're adapted to living outdoors and looking after themselves, and it's not too labour intensive. And if you think, you know, if you're lambing and you're a sheep, you wouldn't want people stressing you out and around you all the time. You'd just like to be left on your own, nice and peaceful, you know, to get on with your business and have your lambs. The demands are the same as any other business. You have to keep on top of the paperwork. As an outsider looking in at the farm and what goes on here, they may see it as a very romantic way of living and a wonderful lifestyle, but it is actually a business. Now, the reason I don't look like your typical farmer is because I'm actually a chef. I'm very passionate about food, and I'm very lucky to live on a farm. When I was 15 years old, I won an organic food award, and I was competing at the age of 15 against supermarkets like Waitrose and Sainsbury's, and the best kind of produce they had to offer. And I was making pork pies in a grubby little bakery for my parents using all our organic ingredients, and I actually beat them. For someone so young as 15, it was absolutely unthinkable. Following the bone down, and I'm going to pull that away slightly from the bone. One of the wonderful things about living on the farm here is that we have a great wealth of game, and that's absolutely brilliant because I love game. It's just got such a wonderful flavour, and of course it's free. You don't have to pay anything for it, you just have to go and shoot it. With all meats, I like to season it up because it allows that salt time to penetrate into the meat and give it a lot of flavour. Okay, now once you've seasoned the meat up, then it's time to start with the cooking of the meal. We have a beautiful creation from beautiful locally produced organic produce. Pigeons I shot myself, and that's probably taken me about 10 minutes in total. Oh. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. I guess my next aim is to start my organic fast food business that I've been planning for the last few months and step it up a gear and really start delivering this quality to the public. Cheers, here's from me.